In Minneapolis last summer, the service employees who organized the janitors and the room cleaners in the big buildings downtown were trying to negotiate with a whole coalition of owners and not getting a whole lot of traction. And the head of the association was the head of Bank of America, CEO, who was scheduled to get a CEO of the Year award. And they found out that the immigrant woman who cleaned his office was having her home foreclosed on by Bank of America. And so the union rented the room next to where the award was going to be given in the hotel and announced to the press and everyone else that they were going to give him the foreclosure of the Year award. That was, and that was going to happen, I think, on Saturday, and by Thursday, the CEOs of all the businesses had flown in, negotiated and settled, and it was one of the rare recent victories in terms of the janitors winning, basically what they were looking for. All about that story. So what I'd like to do now is get a little bit practical. What I want to do at this point, and there's a lot of us here, but I think we can pull this off. We're going to practice a dance. No, I'm just kidding. What I'd like to do is just turn around and form some small groups. I'm thinking of about maybe 8 people each group, and spend 10 minutes or so just getting, the purpose of this is for y'all to pick a situation or a struggle that someone in your group is facing back home. So first you just got to sort of share what's going on back home and pick one. Doesn't have to be the best one, just so you don't spend too much time on it, and just decide one that you want to work on and collectively put your heads together on. Okay? So task 1 is pick a struggle. Task 2 is, here's where the doctor does the intake interview. Interview that person. Just ask some questions, get a little sense of what that's about, so that we can maybe come up with the right medicine. And then what we're going to do is brainstorm. So each group just try to come up with taking that struggle, taking some of these ideas of creativity and taking control of the story and seizing the initiative. What can you do? And involving people and having fun. What could you do that person could actually take home with them? Okay? So we're going to start choosing, we're going to interview, and then we're going to spend some time doing that brainstorming. Then we're going to come back and hear from each other. See what we came up with, how much was useful. Some will be gems, some might not quite make it, we'll find out. So in each group, one person should be prepared to take some notes and at least come up and tell us the top 1 or 2 things that you came up with. It doesn't have to be the person whose story it is, but it can be. Now this is the participatory part, so I know that some of you are going to flee, but for the rest of you, just turn into groups of about 8 or so. I'm going to wander around looking vaguely dazed, but I'll really be eavesdropping and see how it's going in each of the groups.